I'm going to teach you Greek mythology in under 8 minutes. That is an incredible tale of primordial deities, legendary heroes, and tragic lovers. It's a must-know backstory for anybody interested in the foundations of Western culture, literature, art, religion, and philosophy. Greece was deeply affected by their stories, and they're still popular today. It all started with chaos, a swirling nothingness. From it came Gaia and Uranus, who birthed the Titans, giant gods of primal forces. But Uranus feared his children and imprisoned them inside Gaia. But the world was also full of monsters. Medusa, the Hydra. Many heroes would rise to face them, each one tied to a divine twist or curse. For example, Heracles, the son of Zeus, and a woman named Heracles was destined to be a great hero. But his evil uncle Hera persecuted him throughout his life, and the people forgot the stories of the heroes and monsters that had shaped their culture for so long. However, some of the stories survived in the art and literature of the Renaissance, and in the 18th century, people began to rediscover the ancient Greek myths and legends, and that's how we got some mix-a-lot, so that's what happened. But Heracles overcame his challenges through strength, bravery, and wit. Also, thank you so much for watching. We wouldn't be here without you. And remember, the gods may be gone, but their stories live on. You can support us by liking and subscribing and sharing your feedback. It's the best way to keep our channel alive. And don't forget to stay tuned, because every legend begins with a story. See you next time. He completed the 12 impossible labors, including slaying the Nemean lion, capturing the Cyrenian hind, and cleaning King Ajax's stables in a single day. That was some impressive stuff. Meanwhile, the gods continued to meddle in human affairs, causing mischief and occasionally starting wars. So Gaia, angry that her husband kept their children trapped, went to her son Cronus, the youngest Titan, and urged him to fight back against Uranus. During this time, more heroes would rise. Perseus slew Medusa, Achilles led the Trojan War, Odysseus took 10 years to get home. But the Greeks weren't only fighting monsters, they were also exploring the mysteries of the world. The legendary heroes Theseus and Pirithous ventured into the underworld together, and when Theseus came back alone, Theseus realized that his friend had betrayed him and never told anyone. Or maybe Theseus was just a bad friend, who knows? So Cronus did just that, castrating his father and hurling his severe genitals into the sea. The gods became distant, and the myths slowly turned into stories. In fact, if mortals didn't worship them properly, the gods could and frequently did wreak havoc in their lives. Oh, and not to mention, love was a popular theme in Greek myth. The great musician Orpheus tried to bring his beloved Eurydice back from the dead, but looked back too soon and she vanished forever. Narcissus fell in love with his own reflection and was punished to become a flower. Pygmalion fell for a statue he carved and she became a real woman, but left him when he couldn't fulfill her high expectations. So yeah, there was a lot of love in Greek myth, but it usually ended in tragedy. With the rise of new religions, Greek gods faded into legend. Meanwhile, mortals pondered the meaning of existence. Philosophers sought wisdom and the ultimate truth, and Athens became the cultural center of the world. But hey, there's always room for love in any story. From the blood that fell to the ground, the Erinyes or Furies were born. From the severe genitals emerged Aphrodite. And when Uranus's great red-tinged blood dripped into the ocean, the gods made Cronus king of the Titans, and he inherited his father's domain, ruling the cosmos until Zeus and his godly siblings dethroned him and took control. And so, the reign of the Titans ended, and the Olympian gods began. So I've streamlined centuries of tales so you can easily follow along and feel like a walking encyclopedia. So Cronus swallowed his children to stop a prophecy of betrayal, which was conveniently brought to his attention by none other than his own wife, Rhea, who had saved Zeus. Yeah, she was kind of a good girl, but also a little dramatic. Anyway, once Zeus grew up, he returned to free his siblings from Cronus's stomach, and then he unleashed a terrible curse upon his father, and then it was time for war. The gods fought against the Titans for 10 long years, but Zeus called in reinforcements. The Cyclopes and Hecatonchires, both groups of giant monsters who had been imprisoned by the Titans, joined the battle, giving the gods the upper hand. Finally, Zeus hurled a lightning bolt that struck Cronus, knocking him off his throne, and the gods won. They locked the Titans in Tartarus, and the gods claimed Mount Olympus as their home. Zeus got the skies, Poseidon the seas, and Hades the underworld. Then everything was good for a while. So here are 7 things you need to know about Greek mythology in 100 seconds each. Let's do this. 1. Creation myth. Chaos to gods. 2. The Titan War. These, the gods. 3. The Olympians rise. So the Olympians ruled over gods and humans. 4. Gods, monsters, and humans. 5. The Age of Heroes. As the Age of Heroes ended, many heroes died or disappeared. 6. Love and tragedy. Even though the gods were often unfaithful, abandoning their godly duties for mortal loves, they still expected mortals to remain faithful to them. 7 to 4. So, with the rise of Christianity, people stopped believing in the old myths. Temples crumbled and statues of the gods would. If you want to learn more about this crazy world, check out our channel where we'll keep teaching you everything you need to know.